I'm Scott Fox, and I've got for you the number one secret for starting a new business online today. I figured it out. I've been dialoguing with people in the forum at my clickmillionaires.com private coaching service, and I keep getting the same sorts of questions. And this is true on my blog as well, scottfox.com. I've run a blog for years, and I get these same sort of questions, and I finally figured out there's a fundamental misperception about what it takes to get going in online business. And more importantly, not just what it takes, but how to succeed. Because honestly, it's easy to start an online business today. Things have changed since the 20th century. So I've got a secret for you that will change the way you think about online business. At least I hope it will. A lot of people that are new, they're looking at this the wrong way. The wrong way. And it's going to cost you a fortune, and you're going to fail. You're going to fail as an online business person if you don't pay attention to this simple fact. And I think this is an insight. I'd love feedback from you. Email me at show@scottfox.com, show@scottfox.com if you have feedback on this, or leave comments on my blog when I post this, because this is a big deal. Here's the deal. The biggest secret of entrepreneurship today is not to focus on supply, but to focus on demand. Don't focus on supply, focus on demand. So let's unpack that. What do I mean? Well, in the 20th century, the hard part of a business was finding the right products. You had to find the right products that appealed to people. And if you could find the right products, people would come and buy them. Finding the right products at the right price was the hardest part. Why? Because distribution was the bottleneck. Distribution was the hard part in the 20th century, because all we had was a physical economy. So if you could put up a store at the corner of 4th and Main downtown, and you put a bunch of products in there, almost any kind of products, or a mix of products, you would be guaranteed that a certain number of people would drive down Main Street every day, see your store, and a certain percentage of those would likely stop in. And if you offered good products, or good enough products, at a good enough price, and it was convenient for them to stop in and buy your products, you were in business. That's 20th century thinking. The problem is that doesn't work anymore, because finding products is not the hard part. Today, you need to find the demand. So if you're thinking about starting an online business, you might be one of the many people who come to my seminars or visit my blog at scottfox.com or participate in the forums at clickmillionaires.com, and you focus on finding cool products first, because you think that's the hard part. But you're wrong. That's not the hard part. Anybody can set up a store today. All you have to do is go to Amazon.com, become an affiliate, and you've got access to hundreds of thousands, probably millions of products that you can put in your online store and make money every time one sells. I can do that in 10 minutes. In fact, there's a product. Amazon has a service called A-Store. You don't need a hosting contract. You don't need anything. All you need is a free Amazon account. They set up the store. You can stock it with a few clicks of your mouse. Finding products is not the place. So I don't want to see you, if you are a new person, new entrepreneur, new to online business, don't waste your time thinking about what products you're going to sell. That's wrong. Because there's an infinite amount of competition selling those same products. Anybody can be an affiliate today. So the problem is not supply anymore. The problem is demand. Demand. You need to figure out not what you want to sell. You need to figure out what people want to buy. Because if you know what people want to buy, you can find it. And you can put it in your store. Because there are no physical limitations on the internet. All you need to do is click around. So where you need to start if you're an online entrepreneur today and you're new to this market, don't go into this saying, I'd like to have a boutique. I'm really into office supplies, and I'm going to put together the coolest selection of unique office supplies from around the world. And I'm going to get some paper clips from Liberia and some really sexy notepads from Russia. And I'm going to import all this stuff and have the coolest, I'm going to call it worldscoolestofficesupplies.com. And you're going to spend weeks or months researching products and finding what you can import, and maybe this is a common one. I'm going to sign up for a drop shipping service, and I'm going to find a whole bunch of products that can be drop shipped. And so those cool paper clips from Russia, well, they're just going to be drop shipped, and they'll go right to my customers. This is so cool. I'm so clever. I have the world's best store for office supply, imported office supplies. Who cares? Nobody gives a crap about your imported office supplies, unless you have proven that there is demand for it first. So where I would start is blog about your office supplies. Try to write some articles about office supplies. Do some keyword research. Is anybody searching on Russian fancy hand-carved paper clips? Because if they're not, I'm not sure there's any demand there. And you could spend weeks, months, years of your life, dollars, tens of thousands of dollars, hundreds of thousands of dollars, building a store, marketing it, designing it, tweaking the crap out of it till you go crazy, and nobody will come. Because you focused on products. You focused on supply instead of on demand. Demand is where you need to start. Demand is where you need to focus your energies. Because if you have demand, the products will come to you. If you have 100,000 people on your mailing list, all talking and interested in imported office supplies, do you think that that Russian paperclip manufacturer is not going to find you and ask you to sell you their stuff? In fact, they're going to want to buy ads from you as soon as they find you. You need to build an audience first. An audience is the key. Demand is the key, not supply. Demand. And let me drive that home with one more example. Remember our store, 4th and Main? You put almost anything worth selling in that store, and you've got decent parking, decent hours, people are going to drive by, somebody's going to buy something. On the internet, that will never happen. Never. Why? Because you're one of billions of websites. There is no 4th and Main on the internet. The internet removes geography from the equation. There is nobody driving by your store. You can optimize your site for keywords and get some basic SEO traffic. Yes, absolutely, you've got to do that, so maybe you get a few drive-bys. But for the sake of argument, I'm saying there is no drive-by traffic. You need to focus on demand first. Because if you just put up a store and expect people to be driving by on the internet, nobody's going to know you're there. Nobody. And unless you've proven demand first, nobody's going to care either. And you're going to go out of business. You're going to be frustrated. And you're going to die alone and broke. So you've got to focus on demand first. That's the biggest secret to entrepreneurship today. That's the biggest secret. Don't think 20th century style. Don't focus on the supply. Focus on the demand. That's the right way to start. Not, I found a cool bunch of widgets. Who can I sell them to? Focus on an audience. An audience is what can differentiate you. Save your time, money, and energy. Focus on finding the demand. Fill the demand, and that will make you money. You can worry later about which products, whether they're drop shipped, whether it's a boutique you set up, whether you sell ads, whether it's an ebook. I don't care. I don't care. The internet doesn't care either. There are no geographical limitations. Anything that can be sold online is available instantly worldwide. You cannot differentiate easily by products anymore. You have to differentiate based on demand. You need to put together an audience, find needs that are not being served, and then go and find the products to serve the needs. That's a much easier way and a much happier way and a much more profitable way to be an online entrepreneur. So I hope that's helpful to you. It's kind of a fundamental mind shift about how to succeed online in the 21st century. Get rid of that 20th century thinking. If that's helpful to you, I'm Scott Fox. I hope you'll visit me at clickmillionaires.com. We talk about this sort of thing all day. I do personal coaching there at clickmillionaires.com. Or at least visit scottfox.com, sign up for my free email newsletters, and watch The Scott Fox Show, scottfoxshow.com. I'm here to help you make more money online. I hope that's helpful for you. Send me feedback, show@scottfox.com. Let us know what you think, and visit us at clickmillionaires.com.